Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, nearly 200 people gathered to celebrate community at last night's Trustpower Rotorua District Community Awards. A whānau night in celebration of Matariki is on at the museum this weekend, and 4 local players make the Steamers squad for the 2014 ITM Cup season. A group of volunteers in Rotorua behind a screening program that is changing children's lives have been recognised at the Trustpower Rotorua District Community Awards as the supreme winner. Nearly 200 people gathered at the Rotorua Convention Centre last night for the awards, which were presented by Rotorua Mayor Steve Chadwick and Trustpower Community Relations Manager Graham Purchase. The Rotorua District Community Awards and the Trustpower Rotorua District Community Awards here tonight. Good combination. This is the first time this has been put together, if you like, literally.
Yes. And it's because we wanted a wider community to actually appreciate and value the work of volunteers, and they were here, a packed hall tonight in the old hometown. The depth of service is what stuns you when you hear every group and every individual from the schools, and it is an astonishing commitment, and they are our glue.
The awards, which recognise and reward volunteer groups for their outstanding contribution that they make to the local community, are run in partnership with the Rotorua District Council. For winning the Supreme Award, the Empowered Learning Trust received a framed certificate, a trophy and $1,500 prize money. A spokesperson for the Trust, Karen Barker, says the Empowered Learning Trust was born out of a firm belief by a group of motivated rural mothers that all children have the right to be equipped for the best level of education and opportunities possible.
We were a group of interested parents who just could see that there was a need in our communities just to support the schools and the work that they do, and to try and remove any barriers that our kids are facing in their education, so that they can step up and enjoy and to make the most out of their education and reach their potential, basically.
In many ways it's taken off though, hasn't it, really? I mean, there's a lot of people have come on board because they see and they've caught the vision, perhaps?
That's correct. And we
literally?
Yes, yeah.
Actually.
It's talking about vision.
Yeah.
That was our first project we chose because it was something where we could make an appreciable difference with very simple means, and Irlen's syndrome is easily fixed by coloured filters, and we've fitted about up 200 children so far over the last 2 or 3 years.
The Empowered Learning Trust now has the opportunity to represent the district at the 2014 Trustpower National Community Awards, which are being held in the Wellington region next March. And congratulations to John Paul College student Kimberly Burr, who won the Trustpower Youth Community Spirit Award for her leadership role at school, as well as charity work in the community. She also coaches 3 badminton teams. And last night, Trustpower gave away $5,000 worth of prizes to the Rotorua Museum, Citizens Advice Bureau, Friends of the Library and the Anglers Association, and Rerewhakaitu Play Centre, as well, of course, as the Empowered Learning Trust. For a full rundown of winners, you can visit Trustpower, that's one word, trustpower.co.nz. The Rotorua Labour Party candidate Tamati Coffey has been named at 30 on the party's list for this year's general election. The party made the announcement yesterday afternoon, with Mr Coffey placed at just above the halfway mark, with the party selecting 64 people for their official list. In order for Mr Coffey to get into Parliament next term, he has to win the Rotorua seat, or Labour has to win over 34% of the party vote. The museum is celebrating Matariki this year with a wide range of fun and informative events. The appearance of Matariki, or the Pleiades star cluster, in the southern skies signals the start of the Maori New Year. Programs manager Naomi Murgatroyd says she's especially looking forward to this weekend's whānau nights at the museum.
We've got our Matariki whānau night this Saturday night, the 28th. We're really excited about it.
Now, is it going to be similar to last year, or have you got some new things in store?
Yeah, it is going to be similar to last year, but we've actually got the Starlab Planetarium back for the night as well, so people can come along, have a session in the planetarium, and then enjoy everything else. So we've got quite a lot happening.
Settlement Support is celebrating their 8th birthday tomorrow with an event at the Haupapa Room at the library, and Settlement Support Coordinator Heather McAllister says it's a bittersweet milestone as the service is to be disestablished later this month.
Well, the Settlement Support Service will end on the 30th of June, and then from the 1st of July, Immigration New Zealand will have a help desk phone line, and it's going to be available from Monday to Friday, from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, and it's also going to be available in lots of languages. So that was a weakness of mine.
Yeah, but there was always going to be that limitation for you in terms of the job.
Yep, and one of the benefits of that is a lot of migrants settling in, the first thing they have to get sorted out is their immigration status. So now they'll be able to contact immigration and also get some settlement information at the same time.
And we have more on the future services being set up for migrants with Heather McAllister later in the show. And in sport tonight, 4 Rotorua players have made the Steamers cut for the 2014 ITM Cup season. Rotoiti's Joe Royal is back in the squad and is joined by clubmate Jesse Acton, along with Whakarewarewa's captain Doug Edwards and prop Siegfried Fisehoi. Head coach Kevin Schuller says the squad is a very good mix of experience and exciting young talent. To your weather update now, Rotorua. It's fine drizzle at times tonight. Northeasterlies developing in an overnight low of 8. Tomorrow, Wednesday, drizzle turning to rain. Northeasterlies strengthening, a high of 15 and a low of 13. And looking out to Thursday, heavy rain easing to showers. A westerly change, a high of 16 and a low of a mild 10 degrees. And the marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday, northeasterlies 15 knots rising to 20 knots in the afternoon and to 25 knots in the evening. Waves rising to 1 metre in the evening. Perhaps not a good day to be out on the lake. Drizzle with poor visibility turning to rain in the afternoon with heavy falls in the evening. Still to come tonight on City News, we talk with Erin Kingston about the return of the Harcourt's ice skating rink. We're at settlement support to meet with coordinator Heather McAllister, and we hit the streets to get your opinion on the possible demise of the Ragamuffin Festival.
Well, as you can see, the freezing units for the Harcourt's ice rink have just turned up. So great news for the city. The ice rink's going to be open in a couple of days. But before it does, let's catch up with Erin Kingston, and she's going to share about the Harcourt's ice rink and a few exciting activities they've got planned for the next 4 weeks. Hi Erin, welcome to City News. Now we're down here at the Village Green and we've got the ice rink back here in the city, so Harcourt's must be pretty glad and pretty happy to be able to bring this back to our city.
Absolutely, yeah, we're delighted to be able to bring the Harcourt's ice rink back to Rotorua. Just feel so privileged that we're able to do this, and we hope that everyone can come down and enjoy all the different events there that we have on offer for everyone. There's lots of different things for everyone to enjoy this year.
Now we've been down here most years when the ice rink's been set up, and it's always proved to be popular with the kids and mums and dads, so it's a real family day out when people come down.
I think for to come down and see people have that smile on their face and excitement, it's just such a wonderful thing to see.
Now at the moment, Erin, there's no ice, so it's just a rink. When are they going to put the water on it and freeze it over?
That's going to happen today, so the water's going to go down and it's going to start freezing today, so it's going to be all set tomorrow actually. It'll be actually frozen, so frozen tomorrow. Yeah.
So when's the official opening for the public?
Official opening, we're going to be having a Harcourt's ice rink breakfast, charity breakfast on Thursday morning. So all proceeds are going to go to hospice, so it's a gold coin donation, and you can come down and have a skate and a hot breakfast for a gold coin donation. So it's really great to have that.
Yeah, because normally it's about $20 for an adult to come, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. So Thursday night is going to be the opening night. It's going to be $20 for an adult, $15 for a child, and I think they're going to be doing some deals coming through for some passes. But yeah.
Cool. Now you mentioned earlier that there's some new and fun, exciting events taking place, so you just want to share about those?
Absolutely, yeah, there's going to be really awesome events this year. They're going to have foam parties, barefoot ice runs, they're going to have...
Have you guys got limited liability insurance?
Yeah. They're going to have character parties, so people dressing up as little fairies. They're going to have DJs here, Lava Bar DJ, lots of different activities this year.
Now, obviously, for Harcourt's to bring this here, you have to partner with other businesses here in Rotorua. And that's probably the good thing about our city, is that businesses are always happy to help out with things. So is there anybody else here that has helped put this together?
Absolutely, yeah. There's lots of different people that are helping out. Rotorua Charitable Trust are helping out. The council, Daily Post, so there's lots of different people that are helping out with the ice rink this year.
Now, Erin, it's quite interesting that when we come out here, like we said earlier, there's no ice, but it's actually a hard metal floor.
It's metal floor at the moment, so it will be ice later on today.
Yeah. Now, how long is it open for, Erin?
Open for 4 weeks, yeah.
And by then, hopefully, we'd have a few thousands perhaps coming through here and having a good time?
Absolutely, yeah, lots of fun to be made.
Now let's just go back to the hospice breakfast that you guys are hosting as well. Do people need to register for that, or do they just need to come down here to the ice
They
rink?
just need to turn up with gold coin donation. They get a barbecue breakfast and a skate.
Cool,
Yeah.
that's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now obviously hospice are going to be benefiting from the ice rink being here, but for the Fire and Ice Festival there's other charities that are going to be benefited as well.
There is, yeah. There's a women's refuge, and St Chad's also going to be benefiting from that.
Now just before we go, Erin, there's a few people over at Harcourts that I know that aren't too keen on ice skating, but how about you?
Oh yeah, I'll give it a go. Have a bit of a skate. Why not? It's all for fun, eh?
Well, it is all for fun. Now, are we going to get the boss out here, Glenn Austin? Is he going to don on his skates?
He will. Yes. You have to come down and see him. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Right, nice meeting you, Erin. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, you're probably very familiar with the lady I'm going to be talking to, not just her pretty face, but also her pretty accent, her Irish accent. Heather McAllister from Settlement Support here at Rotorua District Council. Almost a double angle to the story today because they're celebrating their 8th birthday as such. I won't sing happy birthday to you.
I was looking forward to that.
No, I won't do that. We use up too much tape. But it's really interesting in terms of where things are going because in one breath, as we say, we're celebrating your 8th birthday. It's 8 years of service, which is fantastic. But it's changing.
That's right.
And obviously we can blame the internet and progress and things like that. But for people watching now in terms of what services are going to be available for immigrants, new people arriving, particularly obviously here in Rotorua, what's happening?
Well, the Settlement Support Service will end on the 30th of June, and then from the 1st of July, Immigration New Zealand will have a help desk phone line, and it's going to be available from Monday to Friday, from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, and it's also going to be available in lots of languages. So that was a weakness of mine.
Yeah, but there was always going to be that limitation for you in terms of the job.
Yep, and one of the benefits of that is a lot of migrants settling in, the first thing they have to get sorted out is their immigration status. So now they'll be able to contact immigration and also get some settlement information at the same time.
So in terms of the change, what's going to be different for them? I mean, obviously here it's been, from your point of view, and the great job, and I've got to say that, that you've been doing, it's been quite hands-on and face-to-face advice and things like that. That's been part of your role. Is that going to be sort of dissipated in some way because of the new structure?
Well, the new structure allows for a local organisation to supply migrant information. So if you're new to Rotorua, you'll still be able to go and speak to someone face to face. And quite often issues come up when you have a bit more of a conversation rather than talking to someone on the phone.
Sure.
So that hasn't just quite, the details of that just hasn't been worked out. But if people just keep listening to the local media, I'm sure they'll find out who the new local provider is.
Right. Why, from your point of view, and I guess there's somewhat, after 8 years and a bit of an investment for you in terms of your time, etc., you would not want to lose that personal approach for immigration and people coming here, would you? You'd want to guard that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's something that's special to Rotorua. We're very good at doing that. One thing I really appreciated is the goodwill and the support of organisations, whether it's a migrant employer or sports organisation or a community groups. People really rally around and really make migrants feel welcome. So I hope that's something that will continue and that the new organisation who provides the service will pick up on.
So what type of things are they going to be looking at? Is it pre-designated questions that people would ask in a little alternative yes and no or whatever, how they, circulate ticket or whatever? Is it going to be like that?
I hope not. I'm sure that people will be able to go to the new organisation and ask their queries just like the way they've been doing with me.
And you mentioned too there's going to be a helpline. A little bit about that in terms of what they can, what services will be offered by that.
Yeah, very similar, like how to join a GP or a doctor.
Normal support services, but in an 0800 number type category.
Yeah. And as well as that, there'll be also information online, and that's the New Zealand Now website, NZNOW.
Now, and the immigration side of things for New Zealand and lots of countries around the world, immigration is the key word, with people changing countries and coming to different places to live. It's global, it's happening, isn't it? Very much so. We're no different here in New Zealand or here in Rotorua. In terms of people coming here, is it still going to be pretty active, do you think?
Yeah, there always seems
Coming here to live?
Coming here to work and coming here to live. Yeah, there's a few sort of key migrant employers like Scion and the hospital, Wairigi Polytechnic. A lot of the health and social services continue to employ migrants. Also the forestry, they employ quite a few Asians and Pacific Islanders, so there's quite a range of people. I've also noticed an increasing number in the South Americans. If you go down to the night market.
Yeah, a few Chileans and...
That's right, it's always great to hear them.
Yeah. Let me just finally say, and thank you on behalf of people watching for the work you've done. I know you're going to have a wonderful month off, at least before you decide what else you're going to do, taking in the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. I'm a bit jealous there, but never mind. One final question for you and your involvement here, Heather, personally. What's been the highlight for you, do you think, if you had to sum it up?
I like listening to all the stories, the reasons why people move here, and their determination to make a success of it. Yeah, I know it's quite challenging for some people, and the determination for them to stay here and make it work is just amazing. Well, thank you for all your input. It's been very, very valuable, and we hope the helpline and everything else works, of course, but I can't emphasise enough the loss of the personal service. That's very, very important, and again, for your time today, thank you. Thank you very much. The Rotorua District Council's Operations and Monitoring Committee has agreed to consider releasing Australian-based concert promoter McManus Entertainment from the final year of a current 5-year contract to stage the Ragamuffin Music Festival. There are also rumours the Ragamuffin Festival could be moved to another city. The festival has attracted 145,000 fans in total over the years, with the first Ragamuffin in 2008 setting a record 32,000 people in attendance. To get some local opinion, I took the camera out to Central Mall last week. Ragamuffin, big controversy at the moment as to whether it should stay in Rotorua or not or whatever. What are your thoughts on whether we should have Ragamuffin here in Rotorua?
I think it should stay, why not? I mean, it brings business into the district. People love having it here. I've heard comments from people that come from all around just to experience the Ragamuffin movement. And they love it just because it's Rotorua. You don't get any better than Rotorua.
So you'd be pretty gutted if we lost it, you think? And it went somewhere else?
Yeah, I think places like Auckland have got enough, events like this happening, so why not just share with Rotorua? Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was going to be moved to Auckland, perhaps. I think it's good for Rotorua. It's been there for about 6 years, is it? And brings a lot of tourists to town. It's good for the community. It's central, and I think we should keep it here.
Not really my thing. I think it's a good thing if they don't have it anymore.
A little about what your thoughts are, whether we should have it here or not? Or?
Well, it's great for the town. It's great for Rotorua. We should have it. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Can you say why? Why do you think?
What brings people to Rotorua brings money to the city. That's what we're all about. It's what we need. So
you don't want to lose it?
No, I don't think so. It hasn't caused any problems or any harm. I'm sure the moteliers wouldn't want to lose it.
What are your thoughts on it? Do you think we should have something like that here in Rotorua?
Yeah, definitely keep it going, It's good.
Tell us why. Can you elaborate for us?
I don't know, just the atmosphere's pretty wicked, and we get bugger all here in Rotorua as far as huge events go anyway, so I think it would be good for Rotorua, good for the economy.
Sad if we lost it.
It would be, yeah, definitely.
Oh, we should have it here.
Yeah, it's a huge event for Rotorua, and everyone goes to it, and people from out of town come to it, so why won't you have it here?
It's always going to be here. We thought it was always going to be here.
There's the potential for, because there's contracts involved and things like that, there's the potential for it not to be here. What are your thoughts on if we lost it?
it would be a big disappointment because we all get excited. You know, all the young ones get excited to just be together and, you know, listen to that sort of music. So it would just, you know.
You feel the same?
The same.
It wouldn't really affect me because I wouldn't go again anyway, so yeah, it's not really my thing.
You've been before though?
Yeah, I've been before. That's only because my friends were going, like, I wouldn't go again, so yeah.
So it wouldn't matter one way or the other?
No.
All right, I don't think it's likely to come to Whakatane anyway.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be good to keep the ragamuffin going. You know, I'm a musician myself, but you know, yeah, I reckon it'd be good for Rotorua and it'll create a lot of more, you know, tourism and income coming in from the ragamuffin. So keep it going. Keep going, you know, it's great. It's great to, you know, have a bit of music here. And, yeah, I reckon it's great for Rotorua.
It would be sad if we lost it?
Oh yes, definitely, yeah, absolutely, I'd say so, yeah.
I've been to a few concerts and it's cool. I think they should try to let it stay here because Rotorua doesn't get much tourists like in town and stuff. And when that concert does come, everyone from like New Zealand comes down to Rotorua and it gives them a good vibe for like the weekend.
Something that people can look forward to.
Yeah, that would suck because maybe like people can't really travel. They don't have transport to go, you know, not that much money to travel to another city, you know.
So we should keep it here.
You should keep it here where everyone can just come into Rotorua.
So what are your thoughts if on the prospect of losing it from Rotorua?
It'd be sad because it started here, so it would be important for the people to keep it here till it ends.
You're surprised to the fact that the last one they had here was down on numbers a bit?
Yeah, but I guess if they bring more acts, like people, it'll go back up again.
No, yeah, I think it should stay here. It's a big event for the people around Rotorua, so yeah, I reckon it should stay.
What would your thoughts be on going to another city, perhaps?
I reckon they already have enough things happening on in their cities, you know. Nothing much really happens down here and it's one of the big things, so yeah, keep it here.
Anyone else got any thoughts on ragamuffin? Why do you think it's valuable for Rotorua?
Because we'll be making money. And yeah, we can use that money to buy stuff and stuff and that. Help build Rotorua better. Yeah.
Big event for us there.
It's a big event for us, important. Yeah.
You guys been to ragamuffin before?
Yeah. Always go, yeah.
What did you like most about it and why, because of that, why do you think we should keep it?
Just the atmosphere around, you know, it's good. Especially chilling with your bros and that, so yeah.
Awesome, that'll do nicely. Thank you. Good on you guys. And as you can see, most people I managed to talk to were in favour of ragamuffin staying in Rotorua. Watch this space for future developments. If you have a news event TV Rotorua can support, call our friendly team on 0734 88984, or of course you can email us at news@tvrotorua.co.nz. And if you missed anything in tonight's show, you can watch it again at tvrotorua.co.nz. Thanks for having us at your place and watching tonight. For all the team here from City News, Pomaria.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.